Zorana, for you is the first question. You've worked, of course, across multiple markets, Greece, Serbia, and other markets, Romania, I suppose, and other countries, and different organizations, which is an asset. Do you believe that companies are genuinely moving from campaign thinking to customer journey thinking, or are more still operating in a campaign-first mindset?
Can you hear me? Yes, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, for the past 20 years, I'm actually working on 14 markets. So I have some of experience for a region, let's say like that. So I can state that companies are not moving still. If you ask me, should they? Definitely yes, because this is the only way to survive. Over these last 20 years, most of my career, I was working for retailers that had fashion brands, sport retailers. And I may confess that this is the biggest mistake they are making in these last few years, not moving from the campaigns to the consumer journey to the actually what are the consumers' needs. So having that in mind, it's not a problem in companies like you mentioned, but brands. In brands, we still have the thinking, okay, let's prepare the campaign 1 year in advance. All of the brands do that in the sport and fashion industry. So this is the biggest problem. So we are the witnesses like real time, how they are losing their share and how they are dying. On the other hand, you have the brands where some CEOs, basically, they need to allow this. I think this is the biggest switch because we need to change the top management thinking or the owners thinking. You have the example of Ryanair doing all the instant messaging and instant campaign going on that exact what is happening on the market. You cannot communicate anymore with the customer on the level of campaign because this is super boring and this is like from the beginning of my career. Even I'm not reacting to that anymore. What the customer wants now is the real-time marketing, something you connect straight away. With this, you mentioned me working on different markets. It's also a big problem, you know, when we get the campaign from States and you need to adapt it on a Greek market, then you need to get all of this approval. You wait for 1 month to get approval, you know, and on the TikTok or on the social media, you need to react fast.
What is the biggest organizational change regarding all the things that you are now saying that companies should require in order to make the transition successful?
Definitely, I think that the CEOs of the big brands, they need to do what they are promising. They always say, for us, the customer, the Gen Z, this is the most important customer for us. I think that they should actually have one person like that. For example, I have my son who is 15 years old and who is telling me this is good and this is not good. So we have to start really listening to those customers and not pretending we care about the customer, because we don't. If we have all this approval for the brand campaign to look beautiful, this is not something they want. So this is the biggest switch in the mindset of our generation.
All right. Stefane, for decades, brands are, built through large and memorable moments and, these kind of experiences, but can brands remain strong in an always-on environment, or do we risk losing the long-term brand building due to this hyper-personalization?
Let them speak Greek.
No, we're going to do it in English. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, all right.
Justice for Greek.
I still remember, and I'm sure you remember, because most probably... No, you are older than me, all right?
Yeah, I'm older than you,
look
but
older than me.
Okay,
so for sure,
so what?
I still remember in TV watching those nice families sitting in a table, eating all together, passing you those emotions and those lovable...
Vitam, οικογένεια, the family.
Vitam. Or there were different type of brands. So I don't think there is a yes or no answer, and I don't think there is an answer, we need to do this or that. I think that the true answer master is the combination. So you need to combine those two things. There's no way a brand can survive if they cannot, for example, emotionally attract their consumers or their potential consumers. And there is no fucking way you can deep dive into the society if you don't use personalization. So
you can say it in Greek also.
The fucking way. Or
no, the other.
That's why they are using English too.
Yeah, it's the same, eh? Okay.
So no. The thing is that, so what we need to do, the brands need to embed into the society. So the love brands, the next brands that will be successful are the brands that are going to be embedded in the society. How are you going to achieve that? You're going to achieve that if you start turning those emotional parts of your big, large campaigns into micro moments, pushing them into micro societies through personalization. But there's one more thing we need to do. We need to be proactive. So the society right now, they are spending 9 minutes per day in social media, scrolling, reels, etc. They are most probably spending around 2 seconds on each reel. So, and you need to be there. You need to attract them. How are you going to attract them if you don't try to engage emotionally with them, if you don't offer them something? Plus, you need to be there before the demand. So the brands need to create the demand.
Okay. So, if customer journeys are the new reality, which I suppose you are all rooting for, data becomes the fuel, right? So you need to have data. So, Alex, everybody talks about customer journeys. I had a very bad experience, but I keep this for Thanos on my way here because he's under a group that has gas stations, etc. I will tell you my customer journey experience today I had. But Alex, how many organizations actually have the capacity or have the data maturity needed to support these customer journeys?
I believe it's very few. This is something that we see from both sides, from the agency side, Wizard, that we are doing mainly acquisition campaigns, but also from Datavera that we are trying to orchestrate customer journeys. What we are seeing is that most of the enterprises, they are not, they're collecting data, but they don't have a use case. They don't collect data in order to do something with this data. And this is happening when they acquire a customer, they're not doing anything afterwards. They leave it. I believe that less than 10% of the companies are ready to use the data and take the data sitting in a warehouse and create an effective customer journey. Most of the journeys are written in the paper and in the reality broken. This is the case.
What is the biggest mistake that they do when they decide that they should concentrate on data? Mm-hmm. Okay, they say, okay, I know that I'm not making a great utilization of all the data mm-hmm. in my company, but when they do begin, what is the biggest mistake that they do?
I believe that they focus mainly in acquisition, and not what they should do when they collect when they gain the customer, what they do after that. We realize that most of the systems of the companies are not connected. For example, an eCommerce is not connected with an email newsletter, or the application does not fit the ERP. All this is created data silos, and this is a problem there. And this needs maturity in order to, first of all, create a data infrastructure, and then to use platforms like Braze that can give you the opportunity to do personalization at scale for mid and large enterprises.
All right. Thanos, from a performance marketing perspective, AI is now creating, everything, not almost everything, content, optimizing campaigns, adjusting bids, all the things needed for to generate insights also. Where do you see the biggest productivity gains today regarding these kind of sectors that I told you?
Yes, everyone believes that AI helps writing more texts quicker, make photos, videos very quick. But the biggest productivity gain, I believe, is that AI automates and help us in small things that it's a waste of time. For example, performance, bidding, optimization is something that is daily now. And the next thing I believe it is going to help us is to automate small things in operation, in internal in companies. That's I think it's the biggest productivity gain.
What are the areas where human expertise still clearly outperforms AI? Because we are all starting to look alike, the same. We don't even we leave the dots and the lines that the ChatGPT or other AI tools generate and we laugh. You know, they send you the copies and you have the line which is from the AI. So what is the areas that the human expertise can outperform AI at last?
Yes. The first thing is customer understanding. The data and the AI can give us the what, but people can understand why. That's the first. And the other is the strategic. AI can optimize a route, but people can choose the strategic route with the help of the optimization from AI.
All right. Now, there's clearly there is an enormous excitement around AI. Okay, we know that. What is one thing that you believe is currently overhyped? And this is for all of you, starting from Zorana.
Overhyped with AI.
Yeah.
Because people now think that everything that comes with AI, it works, which it's not true. So we have so many startups thinking that it will help, but actually it's not working, so it's not even a good solution. But what I totally agree that there is so many things that can help us with not doing these useless things we did in the past. So definitely overhyped is that everything is AI is smarter than us.
Alex?
I think AI generating content at scale. Most of us, we are trying to produce content, emails, ads, in a big volume. But this does not mean that all those messages are relevant. So it does not make sense to create more content which is irrelevant, will not help someone. The only thing that we'll do is to scale the voice.
Okay. Stefane?
I think the whole idea, especially in big companies, that they believe that AI can transform a business, which is plug and play. So this doesn't apply. This is not true. So we are not getting the pressure of creating the business case and then deciding whether we need AI or which tool of AI we're going to use. Mainly, I've been in many tables where they're like, okay, we need this AI tool. And I'm like, why? And no one can answer it. So the thing is that we need to start creating business cases and then understand the user journey or the business journey or the customer journey that we need to use the specific or the whatever AI tool and technology there is available to resolve our issues.
Okay. And Thanos?
I will agree with Stefanos, and we think that AI is going to replace the strategy. But AI is a tool, and if you have a bad strategy with AI, you are going to fail faster.
Okay. So we're talking about tools or applications. Zorana, what is the most recently impressive AI application that you've seen in the customer experience or commerce world? Something which says it's, okay, this is worth the money.
If you come to my keynote later, I will talk about the next best offer, next best thing, because, so this is the invitation as well. I'm not going to say everything now, but definitely, because you were mentioning before all the time customer journey. You know, now with AI, we are not talking anymore about customer journeys, but what is the best next offer for that specific customer. So this is something that definitely is what is impressive, because it saves us time and saves customer spam. What is the most impressive is something that is not impressive but super easy. Are two things for me in AI. One thing that I'm not happy about is the payment, how we do payment now. I'm not happy because everything I get with, for example, that I can pay with a shop application, I buy because it is super easy. It doesn't even ask for my PIN or face recognition, but this is bad for my wallet. And I think the most important and useful things are the ones that are actually not super impressive, super sexy, fancy, but actually the one that is making our life easier and shopping easier. The other thing I think we should talk about here is how we are switching from SEO to answer optimization. This is something that Amazon did with Rufus. If you see, they have 220 million people using Amazon Rufus last year. Because we all should start building our content. We were mentioning now also the content with Q&A and optimizing our content like that. Even now, in 2026, I have my teams working on the description of a product as we did it almost 10 years ago. In the same way, nobody is reading this. So we need to start working as Amazon and all these applications that they're answering the questions. Nobody should work anymore on SEO on the single keywords, but explaining something. So no more, let's say, perfume, summer, or some, I don't know, flower or scent, but we need to explain and have our content based on, can you please recommend me something for my daughter that is summer perfume under 40 euros, for example. And then we need to have the content that is optimizing, answering, and not any more keywords. So Rufus is something for me, they show the case of this, how it's supposed to be done. And for me, this is, let's say, in the last few years, maybe the most impressive part, and something that we directly benefit from.
Nice. This was a little bit, future. Yeah. We are now living in the future, or the future is coming? I don't know. How will the marketing teams of 2030 be? It has to do with everybody. Alex, will they be smaller, more specialized? Which marketing role do you believe will change the most over the next 4 or 5 years? Or already changed? I don't know.
I think the CRM manager, or the guy that will connect the data with the communication team. This role is very important. Those days is a manual job. Most of the CRM managers sending the emails, reading the dashboards, giving data. But in the near future, 80% of this job will be done from AI tools. At the same time, this role is incredibly important for a company. Because if a CRM manager, or whatever title he will have, if he can read the data, analyze what AI can do, and give to the communication team the right message for the right person, this role will be very, very important. So the conclusion is that the title may change. I don't know, would be the title. The level of the manager will go up, will be an important person. And at the end, the manual job will disappear. This guy.
Okay, Stefane, do you have someone from your company, from your team here?
Yes.
Ah, you have?
Yeah, but I can fire her. That's not the problem.
I'm going to do a question which is rather...
Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Yeah. If you fired all of your marketing team now, tell me the structure of a marketing team for the next 4 or 5 years. You have how many people do you have in the team?
The total marketeers within my team, there are around 30.
30. Okay, fire them all. Which are the roles that you would now start?
Okay, I cannot fire them all.
No. Half of them, I don't know.
Because I'm on the camera, I'm on the record. I love them.
That's why I
Sorry
asked
about
if someone, you're here. No, you're okay.
No, she's okay. She has a pass.
Oh, no.
Totally
All
forgot
good, but
about
tell
it.
me, if someone told you everything is okay, we will give them 1 million euros in order to leave and structure and hire the next marketing team for the next 5 years. Tell me the roles, tell me something, what is going on? The same people with different technicalities, different requirements, what's the case?
Okay, I quite agree, meaning that there will be positions that we will no longer need. They will be redundant, they will be vanished. One of them is, for example, the account managers who are using the newsletters, who are sending the campaigns, some activities that some SEO experts are doing, such as keyword analysis, etc. They will be vanished. Brand marketeers, no. So there are roles that will be vanished. So the new roles that we need, for example, are prompt engineers sitting with creative, because you're going to need them in order to make the creative people more efficient. I'm not sure you're going to need any more data analysts sitting within marketing. So currently we do have data analysts within marketing, but I'm not sure we're going to need them within marketing. And we need to transfer them most probably to business analysts so that they can help all the potential issues that are coming to build business cases and see how we're going to automate, how we're going to be more efficient, how we're going to run different type of campaigns. Not sure if we're going to need performance marketeer anymore, meaning that most probably everything will be automated. I have no clue if we're going to need marketing leaders, such as my role. So I need to find out how I'm going to transform my role in 2030. So most probably I will need more sales skills. I need to be, for example, more responsible for revenue cycles. My boss is not here, I hope. Okay. I might need more technical skills, so I need to understand a couple of things, how AI works or how different type of tools are being integrated. So most probably we will need orchestrators. We're going to end up having 5, 10, 11, 12, 13 tools, and someone needs to orchestrate all that, plus orchestrate the skills and the people who are actually working on that. So this is also a new title that the marketing is going to need, a project manager or orchestrator. But okay. I won't fire anyone.
Okay, this is the orchestrator, but Thanos, okay, we've seen the future, which is rather interesting. Tell me the skill which we dramatically need in this AI time. It has to do with creativity, project management skills, having a high EQ. What is the skill that we dramatically need?
I think we all agree that is the business judgment. We all have now data, much data, reports, dashboards, but the data is there. Maybe it's wrong, the data, but we have to judge and make the right decision to have the biggest impact for the business. I think that's the biggest must-have.
Okay, and then one last question that has to do with Monday. Today is Saturday. What is the single most important thing a marketing director should do on Monday? If you were a marketing director, actually you are, we know what you're going to do on Monday, Stefanos. To prepare the organization, you have a white paper. You talked about the mentality of the CEO, of the upper management, but you now have a white paper. And you go on Monday, and they say to you, whatever you need, it will be done. How will you prepare your marketing team or your marketing director, if you are, for the next day? I need 1 minute from each one. Zorana?
I'm always starting first. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think that what is missing the most, and I'm working with a lot of people on different markets, is the common sense. And this is something that we definitely need within all the teams. So common sense, curiosity, and someone who is challenging everything. Challenging AI, challenging directors, leaders, everybody, because this is the only thing that how we are going to survive with AI. To challenge and to have the common sense. Somebody mentioned the wrong answers from ChatGPT or any AI. So this is, I think, the skill that I would always hire. So if marketing, you as a marketing director get fired, I will hire you because you have a good common sense. So, and Okay, so I think this is something, and I'm always pushing young leader, like young teammates, please stop just doing what I tell you. For example, I'm pretty annoying person, you know, somebody very tough. My teammates would tell you this, but this is something because I am always trying to push them to think and to really challenge all the things that are happening to us. So Monday, challenging.
Thano?
One single question. How many hours do you spend on things that AI can do? And I will start from there. And then, to upper management, can we afford it?
All right. And Alex?
One thing would be stop buying traffic, focus only on acquisition, try to understand better your customer. This will help AI tools to make more effective customer journeys.
And Stephanie, that you have to now rebuild your team from Monday?
I'm going to tell you what I did.
Sorry about that.
On a Monday morning, what I did 2 years ago, what I did a year ago, what I will start on Monday. So 2 years ago, I knew that people from my team were using AI. So they were using ChatGPT, they were using Gemini, but they were very afraid of telling it. They were very afraid of exposing it. You could see amazing written emails with great vocabulary. Many people had forgotten the sentence down at the bottom. Hey, do you want me to make you this email more executive, more marketing friendly? So you could see that people were using them. So I added into my team a very simple KPI. Use AI and deliver 60 assets per year, not each of you, all of you. Just deliver, I don't care what it is. It might be a keyword, it might be keyword analysis, it might be a creative, it might be a single content. Just deliver me something. So with this, I enable them to use AI. The second year, we needed more KPIs. We needed this part to support our KPIs. So what I asked them to do, which is actually this year, is, okay, use it, but bring something that improves one of our other KPIs. So bring something that improves our churn rate, something that improves our conversion. And they are doing it. So what I'm thinking now, having said that we need business cases, is next year, so I'll start on Monday if you say so, next year at the KPI, okay guys, now you need to work on, you know how to work with AI, you know the value, you bring value to the company, you bring value to yourself. So now you need to bring value as a revenue to the company or improve your efficiency, meaning that the next KPI that I'm going to do is that each of the people in my team need to deliver a business case and a business solution of how an AI tool that they used or an AI strategy or an innovation of AI either improved their efficiency by 30% or brought more revenue to the company. Imagine, I have 30 people, imagine if 5 people bring a business case which is accurate and a solution. This is gold for us.
You have a lot of things to do on Monday, I suppose.
Start changing on Friday, never on Monday, especially with the diet and also with the changing on team. So don't wait Monday, Friday.
I would like, first of all, to thank my parents and your parents for the time and money well spent in English lessons. And thank you all for your participation and your wisdom to this panel. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.